And let's now bring you more updates on the decision of the Federal High Court in Abuja, which has now declined an application filed by the federal government for permission to extradite suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police Abba Kyari to the United States. We're joined by our judiciary correspondent, Celestine Area, live in Abuja. Celestina, what more can you tell us about this? We know that the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, had filed this extradition application at the court, and then the court had fixed today for the hearing. Talk to us more on this.
Well, Precious, the judge held that the AGF ought to have known that when a defendant is standing a criminal trial in any competent court of jurisdiction in Nigeria, that defendant cannot be extradited to any country. And also, this is in line with the Extradition Act, that the AGF was the one that issued the FIA to the NDLEA to prosecute this particular case against the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police. And now the AGF is still the person that filed the application to extradite Mr. Kyari to the U.S. So it's more like a contradiction. And that's why the court said that the particular suit to extradite Mr. Kyari lacked merit and should be dismissed. But we know that the U.S. has indicted Mr. Kyari for identity theft, money laundering, and also wire fraud in relation to the case he had with a hush puppy. And they said that he collected $20,000 from hush puppy to actually arrest someone. We know that Mr. Kyari had come out on social media to deny that allegation, which he later deleted the tweet. But the U.S. said that they just want him to come and answer the indictment. They are not going to jail him immediately, just for him to answer the charge against him. And the U.S. is going to sentence Mr. Abbas on the 21st of September. This sentence had actually been postponed 3 times. First, the sentence was supposed to hold in February, later postponed to July, and now September 21st. And the charge against Mr. Abbas is that he laundered $1.1 million, and Mr. Kyari was also found in that particular allegation where his name was mentioned by Innocenti that they paid him $20,000 to arrest Mr. Victor. But Mr. Kyari said that when he putting up his defense in this extradition charge, he said that he had actually opened up a channel with Mr. Abbas to lure him to Nigeria, where his sting operation was to arrest him. This letter was sent to the AGF and the IGP of police. That was a year before his arrest. So he said he did not commit any offense to warrant the Nigerian government sending him to the U.S.
We know that Abba Kyari had been arrested for the other, I think it was the drug charge in Nigeria before this extradition case was filed, but he had not been charged. So I don't know if that was taken into cognizance, and if we also know the next move that the AGF will be taking.
Okay, the case against Mr. Kyari as relates to the drug trafficking case, it's already ongoing at the Federal High Court here in Abuja. He, alongside 3 other of his police officers. And in the case, they had 2-star defendants who pleaded guilty to the charges. They were the ones who allegedly brought the drugs into the country, and they pleaded guilty to the charge. They had the plea bargain with the NDLEA, and the court sentenced them to 2 years imprisonment and ordered that the NDLEA to ensure that they did not partake in any form of drug-related activities while serving their term. And they had to deposit their passports with the court in line with Section 30 of the NDLEA Act. And one of the contention then was if those defendants can serve as witnesses, or they should review that case in the case of this particular drug trafficking. And the counsel to Mr. Kyari had said that if those defendants' case have been reviewed, that is the 2 defendants who pleaded guilty, that it would be double jeopardy for the AGF. But the court later resolved that those 2 defendants' case will be reviewed, and they can stand as witnesses in the case of Abba Kyari and his officers, because they pleaded not guilty to the charges. And tomorrow the court will rule on a fresh bail application he had filed, because the court had earlier denied him bail application and ordered accelerated hearing in the matter.
We'll see how this plays out. We'll see the move that the AGF will make and how the other case against Abba Kyari goes. Thank you so much for bringing us that update. Celestine Area, our judiciary correspondent.